My name's Jean Lambert. I'm a member of the Green Group in the European Parliament from the UK, and I really support the Child's Rights Manifesto. The Children's Rights Manifesto is really important for the Greens. I mean, after all, we're a movement that really looks to future generations, so therefore we have to take children's rights seriously. In terms of what the future might be for the actual manifesto in the Parliament, there's been a lot of discussion about how we can best integrate this and make this something which really works across all the political sort of fields, not being sort of ghettoised in one particular committee. So we'll be supportive, I think, of the idea for the intergroup, but from my personal point of view, if you don't anchor this somewhere within the Parliament infrastructure, it risks being something that nobody has real responsibility for. So I'm quite interested in seeing if we can follow the idea that we now have for the Disability Task Force, one lead committee that just coordinates the work of other committees. It doesn't get in the way of their competencies, but it just makes sure that the agenda is being pursued. And for my group, as I say, for the Greens, well, all of it's important, but certainly we come from an approach where the child's interests come first. We did a lot of work, for example, on the best interests of the child in connection with asylum and migration policy. And we would apply that to undocumented migrants as well. For us, it doesn't matter your status. As a child, you have a right to health care, you have a right to education, to sound nutrition, and to an adequate income. So that also means that we're going to be taking this up within the anti-poverty agenda too, which obviously we have a growing crisis within the European Union, and we really need to be concentrating on early years intervention, because if you don't get that right, a child's life chances are really affected. So housing is important to us. We've done a lot of work on housing strategy in the Parliament. That will continue, and certainly access, as I say, to those basic services. And we should also be looking too at the sort of support that parents need, which isn't simply social services, it's also about adequate income, work-life balance, so that people can actually spend time with their children and work in that wider field of protection. So there are a lot of elements in this manifesto that really speak to us and that we've already been working on, and we intend to continue that work in the next parliamentary term.